Well, we want to take some time to answer some of the email questions that you've sent in. Pat, the first one is from Don, who says, God calls some food unclean. Should we eat it anyway?
All right. First of all, if you remember when Peter had a revelation that before he went to the house of Cornelius, the Lord said, don't call what I've cleansed unclean. So I think the Lord himself pronounced all foods clean. So all those dietary things are in the Old Testament. But there's some practical solutions. Pork, the pig doesn't have the second stomach that a cow has, and the danger of trichinosis is very strong with just pigs out in the wild. Bivalves, they feed on garbage and that which doesn't have fins and scales, you know, all this seafood. I mean, people can get deathly ill from eating crab meat and others. Why? Because they have ingested so much bad stuff. So, and raw fish, people are getting terribly sick from eating certain things that they shouldn't eat. So it hadn't really so much religion as it was a very practical suggestion. Okay?
Okay, this is Sarah, who says, I understand from the word that when we go to heaven, we will receive a glorified new body. When Jesus appeared to Thomas, he still had his nail-scarred hands and pierced side. Can you explain this?
He told Mary Magdalene, I haven't yet ascended to my Father. So he did have a resurrection body, but he didn't have the fully spiritual body. As you contemplate that, I think that he could appear any way he wanted to. I mean, a spirit can transform itself into various types of things because the spirit is like a type of energy. But I don't want to get into all this.
I don't even think of it. I think of that almost as trophy is the wrong word, but of the suffering and the redemptive work that was done, not something that's a wound after the fact.
Well, somebody said we have a wounded Savior, but he hadn't ascended to heaven yet, according to what he told Mary Magdalene. All right.
This is Lydia, who says, I'm constantly being verbally attacked and accused of being a fake Christian when I have a difference of opinion with a family member who doesn't have a strong relationship with Christ. When I'm not in agreement with a certain behavior, opinion, etc., I'm told, wow, some Christian you are. It's a constant battle. How can I defend myself? Are there situations like this in the Bible?
This nonsense about what a Christian is supposed to be or not, it's amazing how non-Christians set the bar of what it is a Christian is supposed to do. You're supposed to be meek and mild and take all the abuse that's heaped upon you, and if you answer back, it's not Christian. Let me tell you this thing, though. Don't fight with them. It's just too much trouble. And don't try to defend yourself. It isn't worth it. Let the Lord defend you. And if all you do is just say, look, I love you, and one day you will see it. In the meantime, God bless you. Absolutely. Let it go. One more.
Okay, this is Eliza, who says, my husband and I are new Christians. We have many non-Christian friends and family. James 4:4 says, do you not know that friendship with the world is enmity with God? Whoever therefore wants to be a friend of the world makes himself an enemy of God. Does this mean that we must cut ties with all non-Christian friends and family?
Just the opposite. Paul said, if I wouldn't have to do with the immoral or liars or cheats, I'd have to go out of the world. We have to associate with people in the world who do not share the Christian ethic. And what James is talking about is embracing the philosophy of the world and making it your own, the lifestyle, the way of thinking, the philosophical presuppositions. Friendship with the world is, I have embraced their way of looking at things, and then you're an enemy with God, but not friends. I mean, good grief. Jesus went out and he was criticized for sitting down eating with harlots and, you know, wine bibbers and sinners.
Tax collectors.
Tax collectors, that's right. How are you going to reach them if you don't go out and talk to people? Of course you're going to go and be out where the people are. Okay.